With Donald Trump and his Republican Party coming up with a healthcare bill, which, according to the Congressional Budget Office, will cause over 30 million Americans to lose their health insurance, I have a very simple solution when it comes to fixing the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. Now, the Republicans have constantly attacked and picked away at the Affordable Care Act, and it's been a lifeline for a lot of people, and it's not perfect. And there's many things that could be fixed when it comes to Obamacare. And what the Republicans want to do will just make the problems with uh, not just the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare, but the American healthcare system as a whole much, much, much worse. And when it comes to America's healthcare system, we have to just put some facts on the table. We are a country which has the largest economy in terms of GDP in the world. And we spend more per capita than any other country in the world, but our healthcare system is ranked in the mid 30s in terms of all the countries in the world. Most modernized countries, which are like European countries and other, modern Western countries, are ranked at the top of the list. And when it comes to fixing a problem, and I'm a very analytical person, sometimes like problems that we face, someone else has faced this problem and has come up with a solution for it already. And if if the world was a classroom, America would be a student who basically is like a D student. And what the Republicans want to do is cause this student to become an F student. And instead of trying to copy answers that will ultimately leave the American healthcare system worse off, you need to get help or look at what the A+ students are doing in the class that is causing them to be so successful. You don't copy off of someone who gets straight F's, you copy off of someone who gets straight A's. And the countries that the United States should emulate is France, which, according to the World Health Organization, has the number one healthcare system in the world, and they pay less than half per capita when it comes to their healthcare. And the United States, right now, our healthcare system is awful. Um, President Obama tried to do many things to fix it with his Affordable Care Act, but a lot of those things fell short. And to be quite honest with you guys, the Affordable Care Act is basically a Republican plan that they came up with in the 90s in response to Hillary Clinton pushing for a single payer system. So it's definitely a flawed system, but the Republicans just want to get rid of it as a whole or get rid of the provisions that matter uh, to many Americans. And I think that we should go to a single payer universal healthcare system because not only will we save money, but then you wouldn't have tens of thousands of Americans dying a year because they can't get health coverage. I mean, before the Affordable Care Act came out, Harvard Medical School came up with a study that said that 44,000 Americans a year died because they were unable to get access to health insurance. And we're making it seem as if the system before the Affordable Care Act, or how it was before the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare, was just peaches and dandy or whatever, and it wasn't. I mean, 44,000 people died a year. That's like a 9/11 happening every 2 to 3 weeks, and it's unacceptable. But with Donald Trump, he's just going to make it worse. It's like we might have had a small problem or a problem uh, that might be manageable, but what they want to do is going to make the problem much, much worse. And it will cost, according to the Congressional Budget Office, which is a nonpartisan, government agency, will cause over 30 million people to lose their health insurance. And that's unacceptable. And that's why, the American people need to say, enough is enough. It doesn't matter if you are a Republican or a Democrat. No one, unless you're just a moral person, but no American wants to see their fellow American die because they can't afford, to get medical treatment, unless you're just a sick person. And that's all I really have to say. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and subscribe, like, and have a nice evening. Peace.